guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Emma and today we're checking out what's new in store at Target right now. There was just too many awesome products to cram into one video, so this is part one, and today we're checking out all of the beautiful home decor, so let's jump straight into it. The first thing that caught my eye was this rattan photo frame. You probably know by now that I am a little bit obsessed with rattan. I just love the look, and a photo frame is a great way to add a subtle little rattan accent piece to your space without having to invest in a whole bunch of rattan furniture. I'm a really big fan of these cheetah statues. At a glance, they just look like some funky home decor, but they're actually money boxes with a hole in the back and a plug at the bottom. I liked this when I thought that they were just a cute little statue, but I love this now that I know that it's a money box as well. Function meets beauty right here, baby. I think this kind of peachy beige colored pot is super gorgeous. I just love the shape, and the white embossed detail in this leafy shape is really beautiful. It really gives it like almost a beaded look, which adds a lovely bit of texture and contrast to this medium-sized pot. This pot next door is also rather nice with its embossed arch design. The pale pink looks really nice against the speckled pot, but I did notice that this one has a little bit of a defect where the paint has gone a little bit outside the lines here. It's not super noticeable, but it's just something to keep an eye out for if you are planning on getting this pot. I almost missed this beautiful pale blush pink pot down here. This one is absolutely stunning. I love these two-piece pots that have the water catchment underneath, and I really like that the bottom part is ever so slightly darker than the top and has a gloss finish, whereas the top part has a matte finish and is slightly lighter. I think the contrast just looks amazing, and it definitely adds to the appeal. I thought this arch-shaped vase was very cute. I am loving the earthy ochre color of this one. Again, I really like that you can display this one on its own, and you can use it as a vase as well. I love a bit of home decor that does more than just look pretty on a shelf, and it's also very affordable at only $12. Speaking of earthy tones, I also really enjoy this vase next door. The ceramic has a sort of stony clay finish to it, and the woven rattan detail is a nice little touch that really adds a lot of interest and gives this vase a bit more of a Mediterranean vibe. This one is a little bit expensive though for the size at $25. They also have this large white one, which is very similar in style to the small one, but it's quite a lot larger and it has more of like a bottle shape to it. This one is large enough to sit on the floor, and it could look really nice with some dried flowers or twigs or something like that inside. This one I think is a much better price for the size at only $30 a pop. This large clamshell dish is new here at Target. It's a very generous large size, and it's also extremely solid and weighty. Like, it's a struggle for me to pick this one up one-handed. I'm loving the contrast between the highly textured outside and the really smooth, silky inside here, and it's not a bad price either at $30 for this one. This white arch-shaped vase is a bit larger than the other one that we looked at before, and it has a very different look and feel to it. This one is matte white and it's highly textured, as you can see here. It actually looks quite nice contrasted against the rich coloured shiny gloss one. Looking at these two together, these would actually look really nice displayed as a pair. The large one is a tad more expensive than the small one at $15. This round grey vase is just so perfectly round. I just love the shape. It is so pleasing to my eye. It actually reminds me of a little sea urchin with a little hole at the top here. It has a lovely neutral grey stony colour and it has a gritty textured finish to it as well. I had to check out this dusty pale pink plant stand. It has a simple no fuss design that I actually really like. One plant goes on top and one plant goes on the bottom. Each part has a lipped edge to keep plants secure, and this will also stop any water from dribbling out onto the floor when you are watering your plants. Now, I actually wasn't 100% sure on how I feel about this wall hanger, but I must say it definitely caught my eye. It's definitely reminding me of like a Hawaiian skirt or something like that. I can't quite decide if I actually like it or not. It's definitely a little boho, a little coastal. I'd love to know what you guys think of this one down in the comments. Let me know. This long cushion isn't really my personal style, but I did think it was interesting and worth a quick look. It's got a pretty traditional floral pattern on it in this nice olive green color, but the pattern is velvet, which I think is a nice touch and makes this cushion feel a little bit extra luxe. Now these long cushions are a bit more my style. I love a chunky knotted cushion and I love the extra texture these little frilly bits add as well. They have quite a few different cushion designs in this long narrow shape. I really like this one with the darker colors too. This one has a couple of darker accents throughout, which adds some really nice contrast. And if you know me, I love a good tassel as well. I'm also digging this frilly one with the natural earthy clay coloured tones. I'm loving these sorts of tones at the moment. They also have these bold coloured ones with the cross in the middle in a couple of different colours. They have this orangey brown number as well as this plum kind of burgundy colour, and hiding down on the second shelf there's a dark greeny kind of teal coloured one as well. They have this huge range of soy candles that all have a beautiful coloured flower or patterned motif on the outside with an elegant gold lid to top it all off. These candles feel and look really high-end, they're really luxe, and there are so many different designs and fragrances to choose from. I especially love the ones with the native Australian flowers on them. I just love native flowers. These would be a really good gift for someone else, or also just a really good gift for yourself. One was already opened, so I had a bit of a closer look, and I just love the native design on this one in these kind of subdued coloured tones. This one is Pomelo and Vetiver. I found out that Vetiver is like an earthy, grassy smell, and I can say this one smells absolutely amazing. It's subtle and fresh without being super overpowering. Target usually have a pretty good selection of wall clocks, and this one caught my eye today. It's a little different with this woven kind of Hessian textured look, but it's still really simple, and I think this one is rather stylish. Definitely a bit different from your usual wall clock. It's also quite a decent size for $35. I think this one could be a nice little feature for sure. This black and white clock is definitely a bit more on the traditional side. It has a really classic look and design, but it actually makes a statement with its simplicity paired with its very large size. I actually really like this one as well, and it is not a bad price at all for the size at $45. Moving on to the furniture section, the first thing that really piqued my interest was this blush pink velvet pentagonal shaped ottoman. It feels really nice and the quality feels good. It's soft but also firm at the same time, and I am loving this unique shape as well. This one looks and feels a little bougie, and I'm loving this sort of quilted look to it as well. I think this one is actually a bargain at 60 bucks. Another standout for me was this kind of plum colored velvet halo lounge chair with the brushed gold legs. Now I think this just looks super classy. The plum color with the gold just looks really chic and it's a beautiful combination. The velvet feels really plush and this chair looks and feels really high quality all round. I love the very contemporary curved shape of this chair, and you can also use it with or without the seat cushion, although I do think that the cushion looks really good and it also adds a bit of extra comfort to the seat. You can get this one in white as well. I really like the design and the look of this wooden end table here today. This one is not a bad price at $100. Now I will say guys, the furniture at Target does usually feel like it is higher quality than some of the furniture that they have at Kmart. This drawer is super smooth and easy to open, and I'm loving the added bit of interest here created by this simple ribbing effect in the timber on this drawer. This large ottoman has a really nice high-end feel to the fabric, which is in this lovely neutral color. I was surprised to feel the top move, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out that the top actually completely comes off so that you can use this for some hidden storage. I just love clever ideas like this, and the fact that this has such a generous amount of storage makes me like this even more. It's also only $100, which I thought was a great price for this one. They also have matching stools that go really nicely with this ottoman in the same kind of high-end neutral colored fabric, and they feel like these ones would be really comfortable to sit on as well. These white chairs kind of look like they are Scandinavian inspired. These are really quite stunning for the price. They're advertised here at $110 for the pair, but online they are actually only $100 for the set of two, which is an absolute bargain. They have built-in pleather look cushions for some added comfort, and they have real beechwood legs that feel really sturdy and supportive. If you're not a fan of the white, they're available online in grey and in black as well. That's all for part 1 today, guys. Make sure to tune in next week for part 2, where we'll go through the rest of the goodies at Target. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.